everybody, how's it going? Gideon here with G.T.M Farm and Rabbitry. Just wanted to kind of make our first video here and kind of show you around where we're keeping the animals. So we have, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 adult rabbits and we have 5 baby rabbits over there. We have a male and a female here, and we have 2 females over there. So 3 females and a male, and he is going to be the majority buck breeder for these 3 ladies here. Those 2 we have already bred, so we're just waiting to see if the pregnancy takes for them. You'll know, I think they say that you can know about 2 weeks, and you can sort of tell they say you shouldn't really feel their bellies because you could damage the babies and you could cause them discomfort. But a rabbit's behavior will start to change a little bit. You know, the mothers will start nesting. They'll start, you know, kind of moving hay around and making a little nest as she prepares to have her babies. And to help them along, oh, here are the little babies. I'll show you those. Should be 5 in there. Yeah, there's the other one. Hi, babies. But yeah, so to help the 2 that we bred along, because even if this pregnancy doesn't take, so we're going to breed them again till it does. So to help them along, we are going to be building them some nesting boxes today, and those are basically just some boxes to put in their cage, so that the babies have a little, you know, a little space, so that the moms can keep them safe and warm instead of, you know, out here in the main cage. But we're building them out of pine, and yeah, I'll show you what we got going. So I'm over here at my workbench right now, and I already pre-cut the pieces of pine. I'll put the dimension, there's a chart that I followed, I'll put that up on screen right now while I'm talking. But we built these out of pine, and I already have one kind of pre-made. I'm going to be making another one, but this is sort of what the first one looks like. It's not going to have a bottom because we're going to put some PVC coated, I think it's 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch hardware cloth on the bottom, just so that it has a bottom. If you put a solid piece of pine on the bottom, it's going to get real nasty because of all the pee and poop. So you want to make sure that there's something for that stuff to pass through so that it doesn't get kind of nasty in the bottom. So I'm going to finish up this nesting box on camera. I'll probably kind of speed it up and time lapse it a little bit. But yeah, we're going to get going on this box. Okay, so essentially what you have there is a finished product. This one last step I'm going to add before we put the hardware cloth on the bottom is I'm just going to add this little lip right here. And what that's going to do is the baby bunnies aren't going to be able to jump over this, obviously, but when they nurse on their mother, they attach. I don't know if you've ever seen a mouse feeding her babies, but they're attached all the time. You know, if she's running, they're attached, they're just kind of dragging along the ground. And so if they're nursing on the mother in this box, this lip is just kind of, for lack of a better term, it kind of drags them off, kind of like a spatula, just kind of, it just makes them fall back in the box so they stay safe, that's all. So yeah, we're going to attach that and it'll be ready for hardware cloth. So yeah, there it is, guys. So I'm gonna go grab a piece of hardware cloth that we've already cut to size, and I'm gonna staple that right on the bottom. Okay, so I cut this piece of hardware cloth to the exact size that I need, and I'm just going to staple it on there with my staple gun, and yeah, it'll be all finished. So there it is, guys, a nice mesh bottom for the babies to be born in. Obviously, I'm going to trim these sharp edges because we wouldn't want the box to get flipped over and have the babies get stabbed or cut or anything. So I'm going to trim those up, and then it'll be all set. So I just, instead of trimming the edges off because they were just so close to the edge, I just kind of hammered them till they were not sharp. They're not even pokey anymore. They're just kind of banged into the wood. So I don't think anyone's gonna get hurt on that. Oh, that feels pretty good, actually. Yeah. So obviously this is not a perfect box, but on the other hand, doesn't have to be. This is just to, you know, put some hay in, and the mother rabbit will rip out tufts of her fur to make warm bedding for them. Yeah, and it's basically just to kind of chill out in and let the babies grow, and when they're older they'll come out into the main part of the cage with the mom, and she won't need this again till the next time we breed her. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We hope that you enjoyed our first video here on the G.T.M Farm and Rabbitry channel. Hopefully you learned a little bit about rabbits and breeding nesting boxes. But yeah, this is my first time ever making anything like this. I thought it came out alright. Came out alright, I think. But yeah, and this is made out of wood, so they will chew on it. Like I said before, it doesn't have to be perfect because they're going to chew on this wood anyway, just, you know, for their teeth. It's good for their teeth to chew on stuff, so they're going to chew on that anyway. It doesn't have to be anything magnificent. Just make sure there's nothing that they can get hurt on, basically. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. So we thank you so much for watching. And there's more to come. We should be getting some quail in just a few weeks. In the springtime, I think we're going to get some chickens too. But we're dealing with the rabbits right now, and we think we're doing pretty good with those. We have harvested 2 already. Not the babies, they were adults. A lot of people are hesitant about eating meat, you know, other than chicken, beef, and pork, and fish. But rabbit, in my personal opinion, tastes a lot like chicken. And before you cook it, it looks a lot like chicken. It's kind of like chicken and pork mixed together. I mean, excuse me, chicken and beef mixed together. It's kind of what it looks like, but it tastes a lot like chicken. We had a rabbit stew, and we also had roast rabbit roasted in the oven. But yeah, it tastes good, guys. And I know it can be hard to slaughter the rabbits. We had a hard time with the first one just because neither of us grew up on a farm, me or Emily or anyone. So it was hard the first time. We did it the correct way. It wasn't inhumane or anything. We did do it the correct way. But you know, it's just hard because you know, they're fuzzy little creatures that you kind of see them as pets, even though you know you're going to use them for food eventually. But it's just something you have to get over. The second time was a lot easier because we knew what was going to happen, how it was going to go down. But yeah, you kind of have to just get a knack for it, and it kind of just, you brush it off, and it's good. It's all right. So kind of, this is long-winded, sorry. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.